I'm a guy again. ABC newsman who switched genders wants to switch back is the headline. He thought he was a woman trapped in a man's body, but it turns out he's just another boring straight guy.
Oh.
What?
Well, you better know when you make this decision that you're making the right move.
ABC News editor Don Ennis strolled into the newsroom in May wearing a little black dress. A little black dress.
Yeah, girls like that.
Usually that's pretty hot.
Right.
But not when it's on Dawn.
Not Dawn? Well, it's Dawn.
God, no. And an auburn wig, and announced he was transgender and splitting from his wife. He wanted to be called Dawn.
Dawn.
Man, I know in this new fucking era we live in, we're supposed to be way more accepting than when we were growing up, but are we allowed to say this one fucking is a little weird?
It's very weird.
I don't know, though, man. Adam Carolla got in trouble.
Did he?
Yeah.
For the same thing?
This shit's a little weird. I'm sorry.
It is a little weird.
It's weird. All of a sudden you're at work and the guy you knew as a guy comes in as Dawn and insists that you call him Dawn. That's weird to me still. I'm sorry.
It's very weird.
I'm sorry. Are you allowed to say that or are you going to get in trouble?
Yeah, I think you're all right.
But now he says
Well, I won't have that type of talk.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But now he says he suffered from a 2-day bout of amnesia that has made him realize he wants to live his life again as Don.
What? What is he, a soap opera plot? This is crazy. Amnesia.
I accused my wife of playing some kind of cruel joke, dressing me up in a wig and bra and making fake IDs with the name Dawn on it. Seriously, Ennis wrote in an email to friends and colleagues Friday, explaining his shock after he woke up from what he called the transient global amnesia last month.
Well, we've got to buy stock in that company.
Sounds
transient global
good.
amnesia. It's going up. Oof.
Get some puts, some calls.
Some calls.
It became obvious this was not the case once I took off the bra.
Keep reading, Opie.
And discovered 2 reasons I was wearing one, he said, referring to his hormone-induced breasts.
Oh, it was his... What did he all of a sudden...
I don't understand what's going on.
I'm being led to believe.
He only wore the wig for 2 days, but he was taking the hormones to turn into a woman before then?
He had amnesia.
For 2 days.
For only 2 days? Or it took 2 days for him to wake up from this?
How do you forget you're a guy?
Right?
I've forgotten a lot of shit, but I've never forgotten. All you do is look down at your cock and balls, and then brings your memory back.
Oh, yeah.
This story's more confusing than Dawn.
Oh,
see what I did there?
Don is an asshole.
Don is.
Don's an asshole.
How long did he have the transient global amnesia for?
Oh, no.
Oh, fudge.
2 days. What? All right, let's keep reading.
Yeah.
It became obvious this was not the case once I took off the bra and discovered 2 reasons I was wearing one, he said, referring to his hormone-induced breasts. I thought it was 1999, and I was sure...
Was he partying?
Yeah, I should have waited there. I knew that was coming. I apologize. You can't say 1999 and keep going. Purple Rain, which 1999 is not on, was voted the second greatest album of all time by Entertainment Weekly.
Thriller?
Nope. Entertainment Weekly.
Behind
Sgt. Pepper's?
Sgt. Pepper?
It is a Beatles album.
Abbey Road?
No.
The White... Meet the... Rub...
I believe the answer is, if I was paying close attention, I believe it's Revolver by the Beatles.
Oh, Revolver.
What's on Revolver?
Some really good songs.
I would hope so.
Great fucking song. I thought it was 1999, and I was sure as hell that I was a man, and it said in the email titled, Not Reportable, Very Confirmed.
I don't know what this means.
Fortunately, my memories of the last 14 years have been since returned. But what?
All right. This is fucking horse shit.
It's nonsense. It's utter nonsense.
I'm really confused, because it says he had a 2-day bout of amnesia, but his memory came back of the last 14 years?
It's utter dreck.
During that 2 days, his memory came back? I don't know.
No, it says from a 2-day bout of amnesia that has made him realize he wants to live his life again as Don.
Sound too
Don on the
bad.
phone. Yeah.
You get one switch.
I don't believe
do.
amnesia makes you fucking forget you're a guy. Shut up, Don. Go fuck yourself.
I love how angry we get.
Horse shit.
We all just take turns getting angry.
Getting angry.
That's silly shit.
Yes.
But I don't understand what's going on.
I don't either. It's a wacky story.
So he was aware that he was a girl, But then he had amnesia for 2 days, and then when he came out of the amnesia for 2 days, he realized, holy fuck, I'm really a dude.
I like peckers.
Fortunately, my memories of the last 14 years have since returned, but what did not return was my identity as Dawn, said Ennis, who has been wearing lipstick, skirts, and heels.
Oh, what a delight.
I'm writing to let you know I'm changing my name to Don Ennis. That will be my name again, now and forever.
Thank God.
And it appears I'm not transgender after all.
Ah.
I've retained the much different mindset I had in 1999. So he went from 1999 to 2013 as a chick?
Yeah, a 14-year bout of amnesia, and then his wife fucking smashed a mallet into his head. He went, oh, yeah, I'm a guy.
Right, I get it now.
What a dick. He's a dick, this fucking guy. Make up your mind.
Let's see. I have retained the much different mindset I had in 1999. I am now totally, completely, unabashedly male in my mind, despite my physical attributes. So he still has to get rid of his
still got his
tits.
He gets bored. Get a hobby, shithead. He gets bored.
He does. He gets bored.
He looked at his dick and
something.
balls, which were probably uneventful, and went, meh.
Who needs them?
And now he's looking at his tits and going, meh.
Yeah.
I'm asking all of you, this was all in an email to all his colleagues, so he involves everybody.
Oh, why wouldn't he, Mr.
What
Attention?
a me asshole.
What does this have to do with fucking making sure the file's in order?
Exactly.
Holy fuck.
How about this? If you have a wig on, we'll call you Donna. If you're wearing a fucking Yankee shirt, we'll call you Don. Surprise us. Right. How about just, hey, asshole?
Yeah.
How about we remove the gender?
Your answer to that?
That should cover it all.
Hey, asshole, yeah.
Oh, God. I'm asking all of you who accepted me as a transgender to now understand I was misdiagnosed.
Is that what you call himself, misdiagnosed?
Yeah, but Mr. Diagnosed, right? Go ahead, take it.
I did.
I'm already using the men's room and dressing accordingly. Noted.
Is he letting his coworkers feel his tits? Because he's a guy now. It's like kind of funny.
Yeah, right.
If it was the girl,
then you'd be in HR.
Yeah. But if it's the guy, you're just like, hey, Don, could I grab a handful of tit?
Let me see how those tits feel.
And then he'd be like, sure, go ahead.
I'm using the men's room, dressing accordingly. It's so odd to be experiencing this from the other side. As recently as last Friday, I felt I was indeed a woman in my mind, body, and soul.
Aw.
Until last Friday. Right. I hate this fucking guy.
Jimmy.
That annoys me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do you think he likes having special treatment?
He loves it.
Oh, does he love
so tell us more. Well, my journey. Shut up.
Do you hate when someone has a journey?
Here's what this guy's problem is. He's an attention whore.
My journey of self-awareness.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. For a long time, I felt like I was living inappropriately as a man. And then I was a woman, but I guess I got some comment. Oh, tell us more about your story. Well, you know, it's funny. I was very confused. I had amnesia. Oh, chatter in the lunchroom is about you again. Shut up. Just fucking, I don't care what you are, but don't make us all adjust.
Yeah, why do we have to read your stupid email? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and our whole lives now have to revolve around him at work.
Who wants to see that at home?
We're involved.
Yeah.
I don't want to be involved.
Meanwhile, you send out a picture of your cock and write LOL and you're fired.
Yeah.
But he can send out this drollery and you have to fucking take it seriously.
You have to, or else you're fucking
Don again. Ugh.
hate crime or something.
All right, okay. Even though I will not wear the wig or the makeup or the skirt again, this is in an email to everybody.
That's a victory.
We don't care what you wear.
I promise to remain a strong, straight ally, a supporter of diversity, and an advocate for equal rights and other LGBT issues,
fucking nerds.
including same-sex marriage.
Good for him. Good for him.
What the fuck does this have to do with your job?
You know what? Nothing.
Why do we have to be involved? Ennis has previously told friends that he suspected his sex mix-up happened because his mother gave him female hormones as a child that made him look and sound young to prolong a bit-part acting career. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah. He was a child actor that was growing up, so mommy gave him hormones to keep him, you know, a little soft.
Right.
To get a few more paychecks. But he ended up developing breasts and started thinking he was a woman.
Thanks, Mom.
God, all the things you could do to your kid. Holy fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why would he give them hormones?
What's that? He said
just so they could be on a fucking Burger King commercial.
Crest commercial.
Right.
Yeah.
He finally came out of it one day when he kicked his mother in the cunt and realized that was all he needed. Selfish bitch with no stage career, stage mother nightmare.
Giving him drugs to keep his fucking voice like that.
You want me to keep reading it?
Please.
God, yes.
He explained he had gone to the National Institute of Health in Bethesda for testing last month to understand why his mind and body changed from male to female. He said he learned it was a hormone imbalance that could be fixed. A week after he was discharged, his wife rushed him back to the hospital because he thought he was having a seizure and was experiencing a drastic loss of memory.
How much attention does this guy need?
Every
Take
second.
me to the hospital. Take me here. I've got to rescue me. Rescue me. Rescue me. Fucking Don, just deal with it. God almighty, what a drain. You know what your wife wants to do? She wants to straighten out the fucking curtains.
Not deal with your stupid, confused,
She
attention-whoring ass.
just got used to living with a fucking woman.
But it's going to explain the amnesia. See, now we're getting into the 2-day amnesia thing.
Oh, good. I'm sorry.
So he went down for testing to, figure out why he thinks like a woman, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he had this weird shit that a drastic loss of memory, so he was rushed back to the hospital. Don added that he now feels fantastic as a man again.
Oh, that's good to know.
Because everyone got used to it and wasn't talking about it.
Probably.
And he was like, uh-oh. Oh, what could I do to get attention again? Oh, I'll go back to a fucking guy.
You're the center of attention.
Anthony makes a great point.
Sure.
There was a guy named Michael
Hunt? Michael?
Habanka? The fat dude. Michael
Habranko.
Habranko.
Sorry. Why would you?
The story of Michael Habranko.
Sorry.
Yes.
He was one of these fatties they had to cut out of his own house.
Yeah.
Then I think Richard Simmons got involved in this one, I think. Lost all the weight, became a fucking star. Like, he was everywhere.
Yep.
And then guess what? People didn't give a fuck, a year later.
So what did he do?
So what did he do? He missed the attention. He went and got fat again.
Yep.
And he admitted the reason he went back to being a huge mess was because he missed the fucking spotlight.
I miss my fans, the adulation.
So I think you might be onto something here.
Yeah.
He's a douche, Michael.
And he said he hopes that with the hormone treatment and surgery, things will only get better. He plans to change the gender and name on his driver's license, work ID, and email.
There you go. More
attention.
about you
Look
and your
at that.
journey.
Attention from the people at DMV. Attention from everyone. Oh, Don, what is that? Well, let me tell you.
You think he put the New York Post on everyone's desk this morning?
Yeah.
Look who made the paper again.
My story.
Right. He's proud of himself. Right.
If you want to continue keeping tabs on my story.
But then he downplays
this.
it like, oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I didn't even know why they're reporting on it, to tell you the truth. It's just my life.
That make-believe fucking downplaying bullshit.
Oh, this guy's the worst. He's just an attention whore.
Terrible.
He called his 3-month odyssey into the world of woman.
Wait, 3 months or 3? How does
I don't know, Jimmy. It's confusing because...
When did this happen? It said 99. He started getting tit implants. What are you doing that to be silly at parties? What are you doing?
Hormones.
Exactly.
He wasn't a child in 99, was he?
I hope not. He's the fucking ugliest fucking teenager I've ever seen in my life. Jesus.
I think he went bald at 12.
Yeah.
That is really a bald head.
He's awful.
With the little horseshoe
It's
hair.
like that waiter at that fucking place we go to.
Oh, I missed that
Looks
guy.
like Grady.
Yeah. They actually stole my wig and tried to burn it down.
My tits had to be corrected.
Your son is attempting to bring a transgender into this situation.
Transgender?
We're almost done with this entire story. If someone else has a better timeline, help us out.
Right.
So he was getting hormones in 1999, but his mom gave him hormones to prolong a career as a child actor.
That fucked his mind up, I think.
But then he was a woman for how long? And then he had the amnesia for 2 days and then decided he has to be a man again. But now they're saying that he called his 3-month odyssey into the world of woman a tremendous gift. So right there they're saying he was only a woman for 3 months. I don't understand.
Odyssey.
I know my wonderful colleagues. This was in the email, Jimmy. You're going to love this. I know my wonderful colleagues will no doubt make it easier for the next person to transition at ABC, he wrote. The startling he to she back to he move came after Ennis had publicly announced on Facebook in May that he was leaving his wife of 17 years, Wendy, to become a full-time woman.
Wendy?
All right, so in May he decided to become a full-time woman. So what, he was just confused from 99 until May of last year, or May of this year? I guess, June, and then 3 months officially as a woman. But before that he was sort of a woman because he had the hormones that gave him tits. The Connecticut resident has now assured friends and colleagues that his switch back to being a man isn't a joke. The new change I'm revealing to you today did not arise because I couldn't hack it, or people wouldn't accept the new real female me, or I had trouble finding shoes that fit. a little humor.
A little levity. I like that.
At least he hasn't lost his sense of humor.
But then in those parentheses, he writes, I found
tits.
He goes, I found plenty, more than I could afford. He
Look out. He's just like any other girl.
Right. But he's a guy now.
Loves the shoes.
What are you?
Aw.
Sneakers, shoes. Make up your
cute.
fucking mind. Get a hold of yourself for Pete's sake.
Right?
The editor had said female was the gender that ruled my body and now my mind.
Female's the gender they gave me.
But Ennis said in last week's email to colleagues that he was reversing course again, declaring, no, I'm not fucking with you. No, this is not a joke. No, this is not an episode of Would You Fall for That?
No, it's an episode of It's Not All About You, douche.
Yeah.
Enough already with yourself and your journey.
How many of his colleagues have added him to the spam fucking folder? Enough of you and your emails.
How annoying is this fella? Yeah. Well, Godspeed. Enjoy your newly fucking realized penis and
I don't care
have
what he
yourself
does.
a field day.
How about
Hey,
you
it's his journey. You know?
It is his.
Or how about you just keep it to
journey.
yourself and not include everybody?
It's hard to keep it yourself when you got tits.
Yeah, but all right, then you come back in with your stupid bald head.
And then if someone asks, you go, yeah, I decided, fuck it.
Exactly, and that's
I'm a
it.
dude now. Not a big statement and fucking interviews and
Right.
bringing everybody into it.
Oh, God.
Me.
Send to all.
Send to all.
Have you ever sent an email to all?
No.
I don't think I've ever done
If
that.
you ever see me do that, you know I killed myself.
I definitely pick and choose out of the who sends, like, when you get a huge email, I'm like, well, he doesn't need to know. Yeah. On a need-to-know basis.
I've never gotten one of those.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. I don't like it.
Oh, wait, we got a guy.
Yeah?
Hey, fellas, what's up?
Hello.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'm learning. All right, hold on. I'm going to go to you in a second, Doug. I'm learning that this guy, Don, back to Don, was the understudy for Skippy on Family Ties.
No way.
Is that true? All right, whatever. Go ahead, Doug. Boston.
Yeah, so I'm a director in Boston and the WB affiliates. And the first time I walk in for my first night, I'm introduced to my producer, my weekend producer, 6'4", ugliest woman you've ever seen in your life. And I find out that it was Gary, or it's Carrie, who used to be Gary. Okay?
You hear this?
Gary.
He's dealing with a 6'4" ugly
Oh, God.
Who's now Gary?
And
I still laugh at this shit, and I have to say it. I don't understand this one. I'm sorry.
The problem was she was taking all these hormones.
Right.
Of course, the news business is pretty high, intensity, and she would fucking lose her mind when stuff would go wrong. Kick shit around, scream and yell. Oh, my God. It was unbelievable.
Did she grow nails on her giant hands?
Oh, God. She had man hands.
Man body, the whole thing.
Man body. She had man body.
And they always...
Really long hair and,
Don't you just love lobster?
And they all look ugly.
Yeah.
They all look ugly. They don't know how to shop like a woman or anything.
Yeah. Well, and actually, I have somebody in my town. They're one of the kids, a poor kid. His dad went from Bob to Ariadne. Okay, that's not even close.
Right.
So, and Ariadne is another one of those hideous-looking, whatever.
You know, there are people that go that are transgender or whatever, and
I
like
struggle. I get.
I'm
that
sure it's
part of it.
confusing, but this
Yes.
guy just annoys me because he's like an attention whore.
Yeah.
Right. All right, sir. Oh, he hung up on his own there. All right, Bobby in Kentucky. Bobby.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
So I feel like I can explain the Don situation here. He became a woman 3 months ago, and then this recent episode of amnesia took him back to 99. And when the memories started flooding back, he's like, I got pissed, I'm a woman, this isn't right. So it was the amnesia recently that made him realize he's not a woman.
Right.
Oh. Ugh.
Right.
How draining.
Yes.
He's fucking draining. God almighty.
Because then he's going to have amnesia again, and he's going to go back to being
back.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, what was I thinking? That was stupid.
I realized I was a woman.
I bet he remembered to go to work.
Yeah.
I bet he remembered to piss in the toilet.
All right. There's your explanation for